Howdy folks, welcome back to my world of tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. Those of you who've been keeping up to date on my channel may have noticed a few comments in some of the later videos about what an absolutely god-awful streak of games I've been having lately. I mean, we all get poor streaks, but well, I thought it would be entertaining just to show you how awesomely bad some of these teams have been. And we're starting off with the M18 Hellcat in a Tier 6 game on Highway, one of the new maps introduced in patch 7.5. I do like this map a lot. There's just so many wide open spaces while still having a lot of cover. You can never really predict where the attack is going to come from on this thing. There are just so many options. So initially I figure, okay, I'll head down here and get ready to give covering fire from these bushes as our mediums, because we only have 2 heavies. Well, it's a Tier 6 game. Not that many Tier 6 heavy tanks around. So while the mediums, heavies and the more suicidal of our tank destroyers rush forward. But then I look at the map and realise, uh-oh, lemming train. This is not going to end well. And sooner or later I'm going to think, okay, somebody's going to have to go and cover the western side of the map, because we've got one light tank and a medium up there, and that is it. It's a dirty job. Somebody definitely has to do it. And yep, here they come. And judging by the speed that fella got around there, that's either a T-49 or one of the Hellcats. So off we go. Now that 3001p, yeah, he played a pretty good game. He did all he could on that flank. So, you know, props to that guy for doing what was necessary. But, oh, I don't like the look of this lot. 3601H, and we know there's a tank destroyer up there. Okay, let's do what we can. And a T-34. Oh, this is not going to end well. If that 3001p can just stay alive, we can deal with this. And the lemming train just ran into... oh, yeah, the lemming train just ran into 4 enemy tanks and is immediately halted. Set up a campfire and oh my god, what? How many? So there's an M18, a T-49, a T-34, a 3601H and a KV-1S. There's only me and a 3001P, possibly our artillery, trying to do something about it. Well, we've killed 2 of them. And that's just what we know is coming. Now, as long as that 3001P is alive, I am spotting, or he is spotting these guys for me. Oh, that's not a good angle on the KV-1S. 3001P kills the KV-1S. Good for him. Gonna have to move up, or I don't have a shot at this 3601. And it looks like we've got a couple of our own tank destroyers are now come about. They've finally realised. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he can see me. I have 13mm of armour. That was a spot of luck. Traxated. But if their artillery is awake, I could be in serious trouble here. We've lost the 3001p. He did absolutely everything he could out there. Finally, we're getting a little bit of help over here. And, of course, the lemming train are doing what lemmings do, and they're all dying down in the south. Sitting in an open field and in the middle of a road. What can you do? Random matches. There goes a T-40. I move up. Oh no, the T-40 is still alive, but not for long. So I move up. There he goes. Jagdpanzer's moving up. Right, we're gonna take this guy from both sides. I ain't dumb. I'm going to let the Jagdpanzer go first. he does at least have some armour. That's what we're talking about. Looks like the Jagdpanzer have bounced, but I'm not going to bounce from the rear. And here comes artillery. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Oh look, we're losing 610. There's only 2 of the lemming train left alive. There's only 1 of the lemming train left alive. No, they're all dead. So now there's me and a Jagdpanzer and our artillery. Against 8 enemy tanks. And my games have been like this all day, every day for the last 3 or 4 days. Although this was one of the worst. Or one of the best, depending on how you look at it. Okay, my one and only... Where's that Jagdpanzer going? What, you're going to try to cap? Seriously? There's 8 of them coming. Oh, God, no. Well, if you think you can cap any faster than 8 enemy tanks, well, hopefully there'll be less than 8 of them by the time I'm finished. We shall see. How many of them can I kill before I get overrun? Well, if I keep taking shots like that, not many. Can I one-shot? I should be able to one-shot this Sherman. Yes. Okay, that's 1 of them. Oh, great. Now being bracketed by 2 Panzer IVs. I'm going to start taking hits any second now, and this is just what I know's coming. Back up, get some cover, try to break contact so they can't see me. Here comes a Panzer IV. Shit, that was 50 meters. He knows where I am. Back up, back up, back up. I'll just kill him. Yeah, we'll just kill him. He doesn't know where I am. His gun's not pointing at me. Right, now he knows where I am. Too little, too late. Alright, gets a shot into me. 5 kills. They've nailed our artillery. Can I get another one? Can I at least get a top gun out of this? If I can hit that T-40, no chance. Derped by a 360-1H with a 105mm howitzer. That's probably one of the better games I've had over the course of the last 3 or 4 days. That Jagdpanzer isn't even trying to cap. What is he doing over there? And believe it or not, he was one of my better teammates. So, 800 XP, 26,000 credits, defeated. And we nearly got Top Gun and still lost. And that's not something you see very often. 6 shots received in a Hellcat. I have 13mm of armour. So there was a fair old element of luck involved there as well. Although 2 of those hits were minor splash damage from Artie, who was trying to hit me as I was moving. But you know, and that's one of the better games I've actually had in well, in any vehicle over the course of the last 4 days. But have we had worse than that? You bet we have. Now, I've had some pretty terrible games over the course of the last few days, but by far the worst of them was the streak I had on my Matilda. With teams like these, you don't need an enemy team. The entire team could be AFK, and some of these teams could still manage to lose. Just to speed things up here until things get going. So, yeah, it's a tier 5 game. And the Matilda does have better matchmaking now, since patch 7.5 came out. It used to be able to get into tier 7 games, but no more. Now it has exactly the same matchmaking as the Churchill. Tier 5 and 6 games are all it gets into, which is kind of sensible because its gun really can't deal with tier 7 or 8 tanks. It has really crappy penetration, doesn't do much damage at all. Now the thing you find about the Matilda, and with the Churchill as well, is that they are so slow. If you pick the wrong way to go at the start of the game, you are screwed. You will never catch up with wherever the action is. And we'll slow it down, because here comes, speaking of the action, here we go.
Enemy is hit. We nailed them back.
Stay still. Don't run, you'll just die tired. There we go, got it. Oh, there's another medium over there. Jingles, look at your map. He's behind you. Yes, there he is. Oh, where'd he go? Okay. Oh, he's got a friend. Right. Ah, there he is, Panzer IV. Definitely more dangerous than a BDRG-1B, so we'll nail the Panzer IV first. How are 5 of our team dead already? What is everybody else doing? 6 of our team dead already. Oh, set the BDR on fire, which is nice. While he's burning, I'll take a pot shot at this Lee. Lee has been unspotted. M7. It looks like the BDR put the fire out, but the Matilda is an incredibly well armoured little tank. Turret doesn't turn very quickly though, but it turns well enough to kill one of them little buggers if he's jammed up against you. Uh-oh, Panzer III-4 shooting at me. Come on, I've got to kill this BDR. Don't know where he's gone. Down to 60%. Not many hits, but oh great. AMX behind me. Not anymore, good. At least somebody in the team is useful. Right, there's the BDR. And somebody's shooting at me. Oh, come on, I've got to kill this guy. Yes. 4 kills. And we've had to earn all of them. Oh great, we're losing 8-10. Well, KV-1's... Well, he seems to have done alright. He's held the centre of that town. And he's on 100%. I don't like the idea of leaving this flank wide open though, because that looks as AFK. He's sat on a base the entire game. If I go any further forward than this, artillery won't be able to support me. Well, who am I kidding? SU-26s don't have the range to cover the whole map. And he doesn't look like he's done anything this game either. Okay, right, it's going to help the KV-1. Oh great. That Stug knows what he's doing, he's on 2 kills. The T1 heavy tank, remarkably for T1 heavy tank drivers, does actually appear to know what he's doing. And then we're going to lose the KV. And I do 9 kilometers an hour going uphill. Speed things up here because nobody wants to watch it. Oh, Sherman. Okay, there's more than just that Sherman shooting at me. That's a lot of hits. I'm gonna die. Just couldn't kill the Sherman. And yeah, looking at what we have left, a T40, an SU-26 and a Lux. The Lux is AFK, the rest of them have the grand total of no kills between them, and you won't be surprised to learn that we lost that one despite my best efforts. But it gets worse. North America, great map. I've had some absolutely appalling games on it this week. Dicker Max, Tier 6 tank destroyer, Tier 6 game. This should be good. It isn't. and you're going to see a familiar pattern emerging with my games on this map. Okay, RT50 has done a... well, I wouldn't call it a good job of scouting. He's basically run into the entire enemy attack. And he's got a T49, T50 chasing after him.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Okay, we've got a Wolverine. Never going to hit that T50. T49. Probably got the 76mm gun. He can be dangerous. But shoot at what you can see, not at what you can't.
They're knocked out.
And the lemming train has halted at middle of nowhere station down in the south. But we are winning 3-1. I mean, how bad could it be? Well, I've got 2 of those 3 kills. Oh, and here comes a T50. First shot misses. Puts 1 enemy. Now, I just want you to know when you watch this replay through.
Penetration.
Out of everybody here, I am the only one who hits this T50. We've got an A20 chasing after him, we couldn't hit him. And he just scoots around. Ammo racks our artillery. There he goes. Yep. And then rides off past a whole bunch of Panzers, a T28. What are you doing? I mean, not what's the T50 doing? The T50's doing a hell of a job. What is the rest of the... We were winning 3-1 a minute ago, now we're losing 4-5. I have 50% of the team's kills.
Enemy is hit.
It's going to be one of those games. I can feel it coming. The lemming train has stopped dead and is now being picked off one by one. I'm backing up into cover here because I don't know what's coming over that ridge. But whatever it is, it's small and fast. Oh, there's the A20 that I just destroyed. Well, didn't destroy him. I put him down on about 10%. And there's that T49. Right, we're going to have him. Oh, where'd he go? Ah, there he is. Right, we can one-shot a T49. 300 damage average with this thing.
Enemy armor is hit.
360 there, so yeah, that's good. Oh look, there are only 5 of us left. Oh look, there are only 4 of us left. And so once more, I find myself heading off to prop up a flank that 9 of our tanks couldn't handle by themselves. And as I'm saying in chat, you know, I don't mind if you guys kill something too. I'm happy with that. There's going to be a lot of very fast tanks coming this way. Oh, great. And we're being flanked as well. Oh, now there's only 2 of us left. And one of us is completely useless. Oh well, I'll put this Panzer IV out of his misery at least.
Enemy armor is destroyed. One of our tracks
But I'm going to get one more shot off at the most, if I'm lucky.
bail out.
And
This
yeah.
vehicle is had it.
Well, you know, what can you do? You can't kill them all. But, undeterred, I hit the random battle button in the Dickomax again, and it puts me straight back on exactly the same map, from exactly the same point, and what turns out to be exactly the same game. So here we go. I always try to do this, by the way. I've mentioned it in at least one other video. The crates and the little construction right by your flag in your capture area, always drive over them wherever possible, because the only thing that they do is provide cover for the enemy team when they're capping the base. It makes you waste a shot when they're hiding behind it, trying to blow their cover away before you can actually reset the cap. Leaving those obstacles up provides no benefit for your team whatsoever, so always destroy them right at the start if possible. Oh, and it looks like Master Tom 211 and his Tiger. This is his 15th attempt to get the daily double with his Tiger. Looks like he's having an even worse time of it than I was. Oh, that chaffee spotted me. Somebody shooting, looks like artillery. Back up, back up, back up. And yeah, the chaffee's coming up this way. And just look at the map. It's a carbon copy of the previous bloody game. Well, Lemming Train is headed right up the south, and there's nobody up here. Well, actually, no, that's not strictly true. Good hit on the chaffee. Finished off by an SC-35. Right, here comes a KV-13.
Penetration.
Hit, penetrated, no damage. Did you read that in the patch notes for 7.5, by the way? Penetrating hits that cause critical damage will now also damage the health as well. Really? I'll believe that one when I see it. This is actually looking slightly better than the last time, although all I can shoot out is the top of that KV-13. But I will hit him sooner or later. Maybe later rather than sooner. So we've got two heavies bravely guarding our base against nothing. And this KV-13 is going to make it easy for me now. And we've got an M36 Slugger bravely charging ahead, because clearly he has his brains in his arse. Charging ahead of a heavy and a medium in a tank destroyer, and gets what he deserves. But the scores, we're actually winning 3-2. And it looks like at least one of those base camping heavies has finally realised where his forward gear is. But look at that AMX M4. What is he doing? Driving across the middle of an open field in a French heavy tank? Yeah, don't worry, I'm sure your armour will save you. That was sarcasm, by the way. And we've got a Tiger P doing absolutely nothing in the base. So our best tank... And I really don't like the look of the way the Lemming Train has managed to get themselves surrounded. So I'm coming over to help. And now this is a problem. I don't have the gun elevation to shoot them from here, but if I pull back to where I do have the gun elevation, they're out of range. And when I move forward to where I can put the gun on the target, there's out of line of sight. So that means I have to get a lot closer than I would like to get in the Dicker Max.
We didn't even scratch them.
I must have hit it at a dodgy angle. That one just didn't hit at all. I'm going to take one shot to kill this M6. Come on. That looks better. Yeah, good enough. Oh look, AMX M4 on 28%. I wonder how that could have happened. Field Marshal Rommel here has finally decided that moving forward and actually attacking in the heaviest, most dangerous tank on our team might actually be a good idea at this point. And the Lemming Train have now all died. And they've got an IS and a VK2801 that we know of. But we're losing 7-9. Oh, and Field Marshal Rommel has decided that he's going to hide behind the tank destroyer in the middle of an open bloody road. Oh, but you think that's dumb? Watch this. It's like a magpie spots a shiny object. Oh, there goes a VK2801. Here he goes. Off he goes. Yes, let's just turn our flanks onto... and there's at least 4 tanks shooting at him. But he doesn't care. He's going to go chasing after a tank that can go 40 kilometers an hour faster than him, and he can't even see, while turning his flank onto God knows how many enemy guns. Because that's just the tactical genius this Tiger P driver is. So there goes the IS. Well, the Tiger P is at least... I can't watch, but at least he's good for distracting the IS. And maybe I can take advantage of that. And we're losing 8-10. Now that IS... what gun does he have? It looks like the D10T 100mm. Now that is not a very good gun. Okay, I can't hit him there, he's too low, but I can put a shot into this 3601. Oof, good hit. Now, you're not going to believe this. I'm just going to pull out so you can see it. Here comes the IS. And he misses. And I don't. And now watch this. He's going to fire again before I do. I have 50mm of armour at the most on the front of this. The one place he could hit me where it wouldn't penetrate is the gun mantle. That's right where he hit. And I ain't going to miss. So, you know, an otherwise completely shit game was at least brightened up by that one little moment. And now we're losing 9-12, and there's only 3 of us left. And one of us hasn't done, well, I don't know, he might have, the S-35 could end up with a Confederate medal for all I know, but at this stage it doesn't look very promising. And what can I do? Well, I'm feeling very exposed out here. I do have quite a long reload on this gun. Yeah, I'm going to head back to base. That's where they're going to be going. And at least, you know, shorten the defensive line. Try to get back there so I can at least back up that S-35 and maybe our artillery. You know, maybe he can help as well. Oh, Stug, can I hit him from here? Let's have a look. Probably not, but you never know. Don't know if that hit. We'll find out in the after battle screen. Oh, great, T-29. This is going to be tricky. And I really didn't need another 0 damage penetrating hit at this point. Oh, right, yeah, great, on fire. Bounced. I'm screwed. I ain't going to survive this. Here it comes. I wonder if I hit that Stug. We shall see. Because the S-35 is dead, and any second now the artillery is going to be dead. And it's just been these games for the last 3 or 4 days. There goes the 2801. Surprisingly enough, the Tiger P couldn't catch him. Funny that. And it was all looking so good for the Tiger P at one point. Seriously, what kind of idiot was that guy? Yeah, well, anyway, let's see. Personal achievements. Oh, I did hit that Stug. Yeah, it's nearly 700 XP for a defeat. 44,000 credits, though. It does appear that the Dickomax gets a premium tank credit coefficient. I mean, the Churchill doesn't, the Matilda doesn't. I know the Tier 8s do, and I don't think the Dickomax gets a coefficient that's as good as the Tier 8s, but 44,000 credits is a pretty good result, more than you'd expect to see in a Tier 6 vehicle. But yeah, I mean, I've had some great games this week, don't get me wrong. Some of the replays are up. Tiger 2 had a fantastic game. I had some good games in the Type 59, but they were punctuated by long, horrible games, just long, horrible streaks of games just like these. And it happens to all of us. You don't see anybody going on the forums to complain when they get a long streak of good games. It's just the way it is. But I just thought I'd share the misery. I'm sure you've all had games just like this. And sooner or later my luck's going to change. And when it does, I'll be sure to bring you the replays of those games too. So that was my awful week in World of Tanks and a wide variety of vehicles, although it all seemed to end up in my tank destroyers on this bloody map. And it's a shame because I love this map. It's a really good map, but my experiences of it so far have been uniformly awful. Every game I've had on it has just been as bad as this. But what can you do? You can't win them all. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed basking in my misery, and more replays coming soon. Catch you next time.